Timpani Etude. This is actually kind of fun. It looks fun. The top part, top drum, middle drum, bottom drum. It even tells you on the top corner, if you look at the bass clef right on top of it, F, C, F. Those you read left to right, your timpani are set up left to right, left, F, middle, C, high, F. If you want to train the ear training way, you use the keyboard, train F, C, F. Or if you want to do it like how I have it and just have a drum pad, 3 drum pads, or however you want to do it, by all means go for it. You want to use pillows, I used to use pillows. Now you have forces the rebound up. Now timpani mallets are not used like drumsticks. Timpani mallets are held not down here where the gap is, but all the way in, so you have no gap. That way whenever you have to cross, you cross with the wrist and the mallets, the back of the stick's not going to hit. You have that clearance to clear the wrist. Something here, thumb up, French grip. Let the rebound help you. It's a lot of arm. 1 and 2 E and 1 E and 2. This is really like it's for tennis. So this part you need to use a lot of alternating and prepping. That left hand's gonna keep moving down the whole way. So that left hand's moving here and staying down there. Now when you get to these rooftop accents and marcatos, I'm gonna dampen. When you dampen, you can use your thumb to hold. You can use the Spider-Man to hold, or you can use your index. I tend to use this or this depending on the speed. For this one, I'm probably gonna use my index. I'm probably gonna do this and touch to dampen. And that with the open hands. And you don't slam the hand down. You don't dampen. Like that you don't want to make a sound. Think of like a baby's skull. You're not gonna slam the skull. You're gonna very lightly touch it. So you're gonna go lightly grab. So at the beginning, 1 and then 2 E and 1 E and then 2. Then you dampen, and then this is a quarter note. Let it ring, and then that part you're gonna have to alternate. If you double on that bottom drum on the 32, it absorbs a lot of that impact because of how big the drum is. So you're not gonna have enough force to muscle out that second note to be consistent. It'll die out. However, here doubling this part, doubling from one drum to the other, as long as you have the force, the middle drum isn't ringing, so you'll hear the impact. And it's a slower rhythm, so you'll have time to bring the hand up and use the arm to bring down a little more force. Two-handed rudiment technique. You don't want to roll one-handed. I mean, you could, but it's not going to sound as clean as a two-handed. But so when you get to those types of dynamics where you have double forte right next to the piano, I'm doing 2 double forte hits and then the piano, because you want that roll not to sound like an accent and then die off. Or if you want to, you can hit, let it naturally die off, and then come in and ghost it. Ghost the roll. It's another technique. It's up to you. Whichever is more comfortable for you. For me, the most comfortable is to do 2 hits and then roll, because it keeps me in time. I'm not guessing when I'm coming in, and I'm not gonna guess how long the roll is. I'm counting 3 and 4 and 1. It's not hit and then come in and then roll and aim for beat 1. For me, that's just guessing. So I'm counting 3 and 4 and 1. And then back down. If you want, you can double and lead that left hand for the roll. And then high, pause, 1, 2, 3, pause. And then 1 E and 2. Oh, that'd be cool, one-handed. And it's piano, so those accents aren't going to be really, really loud. They're going to be a mezzo piano, 1 dynamic level higher. Tempo it's 108. The piano is going to absorb a lot lot of the impact, maybe. If you don't have the chops to muscle out piano, it's not as big of an impact as forte. You're not gonna have to come up so high. Pianos, they're a little easier to muscle out, or you can just sing alternate. One mid, low, high, and then pause, and then double. Just a walking left, and then or single, and then high, or mid. Same as the beginning. Yeah, that part you can do paradiddles if you really wanted to. Paradiddle, single on the left hand, and then paradiddle, single on the right hand, and then do it again. I wouldn't. This one's a double forte, so it's really gonna be hard to bring out that second double forte. Whereas piano, it's a little easier. It's not so much of a height difference as double forte is. I would do just push both hands to the next drum, and then here I would cross because when you cross at the wrist, because you're gonna cross again right here. This whole section seems like it's all crossing. Now the trick when you're crossing, you don't want to cross furthest distance to furthest distance. You want to cross as close as possible. Wherever the hand lines up, as long as you're at center edge halfway, the halfway point between center and edge, you'll be fine. You get that's the Goldilocks zone. You get the most balance of tone and impact. The danger is that left hand wanting to push further up to the center. Again, nudge it over, center edge halfway. You want to stay in the halfway point. And then so rest, eighth note. I'm thinking eighth notes in this part. Rest, pause, pause. Oh, sorry, pause. So pause, or doesn't really matter. Pause. That where you are gonna open up. Pause. Three pauses. Pause, and then cross again. 1, 2, 3. And then these are like you want to dampen as you're holding the rest. So hit, touch, hit, touch, hit, touch, hit, touch. And then both. 1, 2, pause. And if you can, you might want to dampen those too. Pause, 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, pause. Pause, 1, 2. And dampen that low drum. That drum really wants to resonate. Dampen the lower drum. If you can. Try the low 2. Yeah. The left hand. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Or you can start with the left hand. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Oh, that's fun. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. That's a fun etude. I like that one. It's very tenor like reminiscent of tenor quads. Now with this one again, keep the hands up, open rhythms, keep your tone the same. You want to really listen for that dead center and that very edge, and aim right in the middle. Center edge halfway. Center edge halfway. You want to keep the hands at the same speed, center edge, halfway on all of them. The further to the center you get, the more of a thud you're going to get. The more to the edge you get, the more resonant you get. What you get when you get rolls is you might want to move a little closer to the edge to get a more resonant roll. And then when you get 16th notes, they need to dampen out a little more. If you want to be more nitpicky, this is more high school level stuff, but you can push more to the center to get a little more of a thud. Now again, you want to watch the balance between the tone and the impact. The impact being the thuds or the resonance that you're gonna get from the impact. Here, I get a lot more resonance. Here, I get a lot more thuds. Whereas in the middle, it's a mix of the two. So that's up to you. That's up to your director. Whatever sounds best is for your hands. Whatever you can nail consistently is what you want to go with. Again, the better tone is in between thuds and resonance, right in between. There's a Goldilocks in the middle. Now, when you get to the hands, try to not let the hands touch from palm to palm. This way, you want to come over and clear that thumb so that you land wrist to wrist. And then when you get to crossing, you don't want to let the hand jump down because now this gives you a different tone than this. So when you're crossing, you want to keep the hand in the same plane where the thumb is facing up, not thumb up, thumb in. Thumb up is going to give you a different tone than thumb in. So you want to keep this not. You can even hear a difference there. And I wasn't even trying to make it sound different. So your crescendos, again, keep them consistent. Your rolls, I'm doing all double-handed, two-handed rolls, which means all of my accents are going to be doubles. And then I'm going to lower them down. And then when they get to, where is it? All these eighth notes, if I can double them, I'm going to double as close as possible versus the smaller distance versus the bigger distance. Now, if you have any other questions, by all means, let me know. I'll try my best to answer as many comments as possible.